Thanks for coming round. We'll make you laugh before you go. Welcome to the Mermen. Welcome to the show.
I'll do it. It's been a while.
Yeah, you should do it.
Yeah.
We're back, baby.
A lot of dust in there.
Yeah.
Were you about to cheers me?
Oh, we should.
I thought you were doing. Yeah. Stupid. I'll never do that again.
People don't realize because we're so good at movie magic, but last episode it was obvious that you were still away and on the road, and then
Well, if you follow me on Instagram, it was obvious.
yeah,
I was in other
you were gone
countries.
for like over a month. We had all those
5
episodes
weeks.
in the can
5 weeks.
because we're very professional, and this is the first time I've seen you in a long time.
Don't ever do that again either.
Well, I was supposed to sit on the same side as you, like a date.
Oh yeah. Well, that's for another episode.
I didn't do it because I didn't want to make Luis have to work moving the cameras around.
Gotta change all the stuff.
But I got no problem invading your personal space. Big week.
It's a big week.
It's a big week.
Why is it a big week?
Memorial Day. You know what happens around Memorial Day every year?
We remember the veterans that gave their life and served for this country.
Anything else that you should remember about important people in your life at the end of May 31st-ish?
No, I don't. There's 31 days in May.
31 days?
Yeah.
I know that. You know why I know that? Every year something happens on it.
You get your period?
Come on, dude. You know this.
I don't.
You're playing. You're just...
No.
You didn't... Did you know that I'm a Gemini?
Are you hitting on me right now? What are you doing? It's your birthday?
Yay! You did remember. I knew it.
What? You don't know when my birthday is.
I do too.
When is it?
October.
No. Not even the right month.
March.
Nope. No. I think we've done this game already on this podcast where you've guessed.
I do know your birthday.
You don't. You just
Here's the
guessed.
problem. I've planned so many of your fake birthdays. I don't remember when your real one is.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the.
But anyways, we should have a drink to celebrate me.
Oh, we're having a drink for your birthday?
Yep.
I'm kind of sad that Dave brought everything for his own birthday.
Didn't bring anything for yours?
No, he didn't actually.
Remember Louise had a birthday?
Oh yeah, I do remember that. We celebrated it. We made a big deal out of it.
He brought his own
Did-
ice cube tray. Hold
Wait,
on, I
wait,
want
did
the
we-
audio listeners to know.
Did
that.
we bring? You brought his own ice cream. Oh, by the way, out of your Yeti cooler, look at this.
That's snazzy, dude.
Look what I got. The Naughty Mermaid.
Naughty Mermaid finally came through with the Yetis.
Check this out. There's a manatee. Is it showing up? A manatee on that side. And there's a bigger one here. This is where you put the water in, keep it cool, and transfer it there. Thank you, Naughty Mermaid. This is amazing. I will never use a plastic bottle again on this podcast.
Appreciate that.
Sometimes I might be in a position where I'm like, but I promise I'll always use this. Thank you so much. This is a very kind gift from you, and I'm enjoying it. I'll have some water right now.
Very, very sweet.
Oh, it's burning. No, I'm kidding.
Anthrax.
Anyways, thank you. So the rest of the listeners, step up.
Yeah.
Fucking your non-gifts.
If
What
you
is
need-
this?
If you need my P.O. box number, I don't know. It was tequila. It was in my cabinet, so I grabbed it.
El
I know.
Tesoro.
It's very expensive.
Yeah,
wait.
I don't really like an aged tequila, but I'll drink it.
Tesoro. Is that one of the famous people's?
I don't know. It's not the ones that I know. It's not George Clooney's.
What about
It's not The Rock's. It's not Mark Wahlberg's.
who's Don Felipe?
It's probably the guy who owns the farm that the agave's grown on.
All right, there you go.
Well, there you go.
Luis, you want some? I didn't bring you a glass, buddy.
Oh, thanks.
What are you drinking?
Bourbon.
Oh, so you brought this just for me to celebrate your birthday?
Well, I know that you like tequila.
That's nice of you. Thanks.
Thanks. I know.
You do want some, Louise?
When you have
Can
to
you open this? Fuck.
When you have to plan your own birthday, you have to do nice things for other people. So my wife actually one time threw me a surprise birthday party for my 30th. I think it was my 30th birthday party, and it was such a lovely.
Can you put that
gesture.
on the microphone more?
What?
Crinkling vapor.
Oh.
Or, yeah. Jesus.
Oh my
What is this, like a prairie home companion? We're doing and then along came a horse.
Glug 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 glug.
There we go.
Say what?
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. Are you going to give Louis some?
Yeah, but Luis needs a glass. You don't have to.
No, I think I'm fine. Well, if it's celebrating your birthday, but I might have to just do it out of the bottle. Like an animal?
Yeah. Just give him the bottle. Let him swig it.
It's a brand new bottle. You're gonna just drink it straight.
Just let him swig it.
Here, put it in this.
No, that's for water.
I'll put like a thumb.
Fuck with a goddamn Yeti. Leave the manatee showing right there. It's a nice looking manatee.
I think it's the first time Mermen audiences are gonna see what I look like.
For real?
They've never seen.
Hey, we told you he was Mexican.
Yeah, they can look you up. Yeah, we should have showed him earlier. We promise.
That's what has solved us a lot of back and forth on messages after Cinco de Mayo.
All right, get out of here.
All right, cheers.
Oh yeah, cheers.
Forrest, you want to say something nice about me? As we
Not really.
Would you like to toast me?
Happy birthday. How old are you gonna be?
45.
Oh.
I should have quizzed you. I should have said, how old do you think I'm going to be? So my wife threw me a surprise birthday party.
This year?
No, for my 30th. Yeah, this year we forgot to invite you. And it was great. It was nice, but they used a lot of resources. Like there was tons of food and drinks and like I think a DJ. And
Resources.
while I appreciated
Magnesium and oil.
no money to buy cool shit.
A lot of corn.
Here's the thing. I'm really good at throwing parties. I'm really good at inviting people and getting people to show up.
You didn't remember when my birthday was.
And
Last year was a
mixing.
huge birthday for me. Nobody did anything for
I'm
me.
just saying you shouldn't throw a surprise party for someone who could throw a better party for themselves.
Yeah, got it. Yeah.
And the effort, like she made this awesome video of like pictures throughout the years, and there was like so many things. I could have got a lot more people there. Is what I'm saying to enjoy all the nice things she did.
Yeah.
So if someone had just leaked it to me and went like, "Yo, pretend like you're surprised, but there's going to be a party going on," and they tricked me. Great, I had no idea. I mean, I walked in, I was genuinely surprised.
Yeah.
But I think it would have been a better party if they were bad at surprising me, and I could have made some phone calls and been like, "Yo, party's going to be lit. Get there."
Lit, you would have said back then?
Yeah, I would have coined it. I started a lot of shit that I don't get credit for.
What else did you start? Besides lit, which I don't think you started.
Hawaiian shirts.
That's a saying?
Yeah.
You think you started Hawaiian shirts being popular, not Elvis?
Well, no.
You don't think Elvis did any?
Comes in waves. I brought him back.
Okay.
Animal print.
I feel like Fluffy had Hawaiian shirts before you did.
That was way after me. I'm talking about in college.
In college.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so in Alabama.
Like this is when you like couldn't get Hawaiian.
Alabama is where
Actually,
that
before
came
that,
out.
in Miami even.
Yeah.
When I was in college, the only way you could get a Hawaiian shirt was at a thrift store, spending $140 at Tommy Bahama, or if you knew someone going on vacation to Hawaii, you'd be like, "Yo, could you bring me back a shirt?"
Is there a more annoying name than Tommy Bahama, by the way?
That's a dope ass name.
I just imagine a guy named Tommy that I wouldn't want to hang out with. And they're like, "Psh, dude, my name's Tommy Bahama." And you're like, dude, it's Tommy Moskowitz. What are you talking about? He's like, dude, you call me Tommy Bahama, or you get the fuck out of my house right now. You're like, all right, Tommy Bahama.
So people call my dad Tommy Bahama.
Yeah. Is he Tommy Bahama? Is he
His name's Tommy, and he goes to Bahamas a lot, so it's just natural.
Are you sure your dad didn't make the shirts?
That would be dope. I'd definitely be in the family business if my dad was Tommy Bahama.
I don't have any memorable birthdays. I was just
None,
thinking
not a
about-
single one.
I don't like birthdays. I
Yeah.
try to avoid them.
Well, we've covered that.
Yeah. I've had like milestone birthdays recently, and not too long ago. They happen when they happen every year. And I didn't do shit for them. I don't care. I try to like just avoid. I can't think of. I don't know. One of my friends, if they're listening to this, will be like, "You don't remember that one where we did the?" My friend Chris Liptak back in Florida. His birthday is December 3rd, and I have another friend, John Marcheray. His is December 1st, the same as mine that you didn't remember. Thank you. Way off on that. And we were born in the same hospital, like a couple hours apart. And then my grandfather's was December 2nd. Anyways, we used to do some birthdays together, me and Chris Liptak and John Marcheray. And there was one that I might have told the story because I was talking about something else, but it was one where we had like some sort of grain alcohol punch, and we got really
What'd you call it? Bullfrog?
No,
Punch?
it was just fucking grain alcohol punch.
Purple drink?
Oh yeah, I might have had some name like
Yeah, everyone when you're younger, whatever the thing you mix up
jungle
is.
juice or some
Jungle
shit.
juice, yeah.
Some shit like that. And the next day, his parents, I might have told this already. The next day, he was taking us to a Dolphins game, his parents, as part of the birthday present. and I was too fucked up, and I grabbed like some fucking pills off the top of his fridge that he said were caffeine pills, and they were black and yellow striped like hornets. And caffeine fucked me up more than any drug I've ever done in my life. I thought I was gonna fucking die.
For sure.
I was gonna fucking die.
That's like when
That's my most memorable birthday.
That's when energy drinks first came out, and everyone didn't understand how to not drink 20 of them. When I was a kid, I used to have this outfit that my great grandma sewed for me, and it was cool as shit. It was matching shorts and a button-up shirt, and it was like, it wasn't Hawaiian, but it was like, oh fuck, the cat just scared the shit out of me. I thought like a tarantula was going across the floor. And then I would wear it every birthday. So I have all these pictures from when I was a kid, and then I owned it. It was my birthday suit. Every time it was my birthday, I'm like, I'm wearing my birthday suit. And
then someone was like, "That's not what your birth. That means you're naked."
Yeah,
no one told you that.
Learned that later. I coined that. I actually invented that phrase. Yeah. That was my phrase. So then I wore it though, and then you see in some of the photos, it was obviously getting too tight for me, and I'm still like, my birthday suit.
What was that? 5 years ago?
Yeah.
You still have it?
No, I wish. I kept.
What do you mean you wish?
I kept the shorts and actually wore them as boxers. I think for years and years. They were too little for shorts, but I was like, they're still comfy. Wait, I said this earlier, but we glossed over it. Do you? How well do you think you know me then? If you didn't know it was my birthday.
Yeah, because that was weird the way you said it. Like, how well do you think you know? I thought you were about to spring something.
Should I quiz
I'm
you?
Your father.
Should I quiz you on like personal stuff about me? And
should you quiz me?
Yeah.
No. Are you going to quiz me?
Yeah.
Probably yes. So let's just do it. But I don't think I'm going to know a lot about you. I think this is going to be sad for you. I just watched an episode of Queer Eye. Love the show.
Should we turn it into a drinking game?
And we can, yeah. And in the show, in the episode, they quiz the guy on his girlfriend, and they put like a red ball in one bucket and a blue ball for the right answers. And there was a lot of red balls. And I feel like that's where we're going to be at this. Yeah,
a lot of blue balls.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to know you as well as you're going to want me to know you. But not because I don't like you, because I do like you. But I just don't think I'm going to know some of this shit. Who's going to come up with the questions? Is Louise going to come up with the questions?
I think it would have to be me. I think Louise. I met Louise like 6 months ago.
No, you make them general.
I would hope anything Louise knows about me are things you know about.
No. The questions can't be on September 22nd.
Oh, all right.
It's got to be like what's your favorite food? What's your favorite band? That kind of shit.
Oh, okay.
It's not going to be super specific.
I don't know. I think it's more fun if I ask you questions and.
I thought it would be fun if Louise is like, what is Dave's blank? What is Dave like? And then you have the answer in your head.
Since we're making this up on the fly, Louise and I will both just try to come up with questions. And then we'll just pepper you with them.
This tequila's great.
Do you want a mixer?
I've got some water chaser here.
So I got a little. If you want some of this.
I got some.
What's that?
Sparkling water.
Oh, why'd you?
I got some Shasta Cola.
No, I like tequila. I drink tequila. It's a little harsh, this one. I'm sure Don Felipe, though, is good. All right, so we're doing the quiz. What is this called? Dave's birthday quiz?
Yeah.
Do we have a theme song?
Bow, 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 bow. Dave's birthday quiz.
All right, yeah, I've been under the weather. It's going great so far, the quiz. Why don't you have Louise ask questions?
Louise, you got something?
I mean, if we're going very general to see how well you know him, let's say an easy one. What's Dave's favorite meal? Kind of easy, I would say.
I don't. I'm gonna say barbecue meat.
Cobb salad.
Cobb salad?
No, if I had to pick one thing, I would say a steak.
Yeah, so steak. I was gonna say meats.
Yeah, I mean that's
Cobb salad would have thrown me for a loop. I was like, I never gonna see you eat a salad. All right, so I know Dave pretty well so far.
Yep.
What's the furthest Dave has ever free dove?
Free dove?
Yeah.
Don't think that's how you'd say it. Free dove.
Do you want me to give you an over under?
Also, this doesn't mean I know you. This is so specific.
Well, yeah, it's like things that you might have picked up about me, things that are important to me throughout my life.
Yeah, but I might not have ever heard this.
But I feel like it's things that you might have.
Okay, where were you?
I was in the Bahamas.
Okay, doesn't help. I don't know why I asked that. Oh, you're in a swimming pool would have helped a lot. I'm like 10 feet. Free diving. So you held your breath on one breath, went down just with fins, no weight.
I might have had a weight belt.
You had a weight belt.
Yeah, but I had to come back up too, so it wasn't like It's not like I dropped the weight belt at the bottom. Or
Yeah,
something.
that's how it works. You dive down, come back up, and that's why you're here.
I might have had a lightweight. I was definitely in the prime of my diving career.
I'm going to say...
And I was doing it just to see how deep I could go.
Okay.
I grabbed sand, and I came up, and I showed my dad.
I'm going to say 80 feet.
82 feet.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I'm going to give you a win for that.
Yeah, I know you pretty well.
See, you've probably heard that story before.
No, it was a guess. That just seemed like what your limitations would be to me.
Yeah.
Even in your prime.
It's pretty good. 82 is great.
Well,
what?
This is the Mermen podcast.
Yep.
The water things. Yep. Luis, you got a question? Because it's really hard for him. He's going to say, when did I first masturbate? That's what he's going to ask. I'm like, I don't know.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah, last week.
Definitely not.
You're making them too hard.
Definitely
They got to
not
be more
last
general. Like, what's your favorite something, or what is this, or what in?
I'm just gonna keep asking questions.
When'd you
about
get your first pube? It's a good one.
No, like braggadocio. Like you would. That doesn't mean you know me well. Like,
It's a joke.
That's not something.
It's called a joke. We are joking on this podcast.
What was the last book I read cover to cover?
Like in your spare time, not in school.
Just any book.
I'm gonna say it was something with an athlete. Like it was like Bo Jackson's autobiography.
Okay. I don't actually know the answer.
Yeah.
But that is probably the answer. That just you saying, like, I would not have come up with a better example of someone knowing me than saying that. So
Yeah. You didn't read anything like self-help or anything. It was just like Dan Marino's wrote some fiction. I don't know if you know this or not.
I've told you about my
Dan Marino's account of the set of
I love biographies
of being on the set of the Jim Carrey movie. What the fuck's it called? Pet Detective.
Ace Ventura.
It's oral history.
I love biographies. I've read like so many biographies of like this, like Saturday Night Live crew.
You've definitely read Bo Jackson's autobiography, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
He was in Auburn. If you guys don't know, went to the college
Bo knows.
that Dave went to, and yeah,
Man, I read an article the other day. It said Bo Jackson's had hiccups for over a year.
I saw that too. I thought that was fake at first.
Yeah. And then the comments were great. They were saying, like, this is what happens when nothing can scare you.
But has he really had the hiccups for a year? Like,
I mean, I think it's chronic. I think it probably goes away and comes back, but it's like more often than not, and you just can't. But that's like.
I'd kill myself. Straight up.
Oh, don't say that.
By the way,
I do have an autographed Bo Jackson jersey. It probably would help with the.
Yeah.
I went through my old sports cards recently, and I have an autographed O.J. Simpson card.
All right, next question.
All right, this is fun.
Yeah, I'm killing it. It's probably I wait till my birthday comes up. I got a quiz coming up.
What did I drink the first time I got hammered?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know this, but this is me. This is deductive reasoning. Like I got to use again.
Yeah.
Right?
Think about how old you think I was.
First time, I think you were probably in high school, illegally drinking.
I was illegally drinking.
And when I first got drunk, it was off ouzo. And the only reason it's a Greek liqueur that tastes like licorice. And the only reason is because that was in my mom's cabinet and we're not being drunk. So I'd have to figure out what one of your parents is drinking, but not drinking a lot of.
Yeah.
I don't know what your parents drink. If I had to guess, your dad drinks whiskey or scotch.
No.
Maybe beer. I'm thinking drinking beer.
I had, up to this point, I'd had like a few swigs of beer.
I think it's
going to
be wine.
No.
Okay. What was it?
I think up to that point, it was.
You don't know the answer?
No, I do know the answer.
Oh, okay.
But you just got the juices flowing.
Mm-hmm.
When it was Hurricane Andrew. I was camping out with these people who were
So you were in high school.
I was going into ninth grade. There were these people who came down to fix roofs and shit after Hurricane Andrew.
Yep.
They were fixing one of my neighbor's roofs, and they were letting them camp in their backyard. Real great idea. Me and a couple kids in the neighborhood are like, we want to camp in the backyard too.
Yeah.
So we camped.
With some guy from fucking Georgia.
Yeah, 3 vagrants.
That's probably a child molester.
Yeah.
That just because the only job he can get is fixing roofs now.
So
by the way, I did all of that summer after Hurricane Andrew.
So we had a cooler of Gatorades down there for us, and then they had vodka, and they gave us a bottle of vodka. So we mixed Gatorade and vodka and got toasty.
Yeah, it's not bad. So you were like, what, 14, 15?
Yeah, something like that.
Wow. And then did anyone find out you drank?
Oh, yeah. Oh, well, they found out we did bad stuff that night. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they found out we drank.
All right, so
They gave us a gun and we went out in the middle of the lake and we were shooting buoys.
what? You were drunk with a gun?
Yeah. And a 13-whaler shooting buoys.
Yeah. Anytime anyone says shit about Florida, I'm like, no, you're right. You're absolutely right.
The hurricane took out half the slalom course. We had to take out the rest.
I know, yeah, but it would have been like drunk 14-year-olds shoot old man across lake. Would have been the.
Well, so then we knew some of the.
They say it was a roofer's fault.
We'd frame him in a heartbeat. So then there was these girls that were staying at having a sleepover at one of our friends' house, and so we were like, oh, let's go say hi to the girls, right? So we go over there and we sneak up to the house and we knock on their bedroom window. And they were like, oh, what are you guys doing? We're like, come hang out with us down by the lake. We have a gun. And
we're drunk and we have a gun.
Yeah. So then they were sneaking through the house to sneak out and hang out with us. And one of the dumb girls tripped on a suitcase and made this loud noise.
Yeah.
And so instead of telling their dad, like, it's just me, Dad, it's okay, they went and pretended like they were asleep.
Yeah.
And then the dad thought like looters were trying to break. And so we're out in the fucking bushes hiding.
With a gun.
Yeah. And so the dad's like turning on lights and he's like, get the fuck out of my yard. I know someone's here.
Should have shot him.
Oh, bro, nah.
I would have taught him a lesson.
And so then, anyways, I guess the girls finally came clean. And then the dad called my mom and was like, dude, I almost opened fire on your kids last night. And we got in trouble. We got into a lot of trouble. It was probably the most trouble I'd ever been in my life.
All right, next question.
Don't drink.
Next question. You have one, Louise? His questions are terrible.
What age did Dave kiss his first girl?
Ooh.
Well, it wasn't that night. The old drunk Dave with a gun. Do you know the answer, Dave?
Yes.
I feel like, I don't know. I've seen some pictures of Dave when he was young. I don't feel like some girls would want to kiss him too early. He didn't come into his own.
I was the funny kid.
Yeah. Okay. How old were you when this story happened with a drunk gun?
Going into 9th grade.
Okay. How old was that? This is the age I got to come
14?
So if you went and knocked on a girl's window, you probably already kissed a girl at that point because that's pretty bold. So I'm going to say 13.
I think the first time I kissed a girl was 6th grade.
Yeah. I think I'm going to win here.
Huh?
Zack, keep going.
So
what's kissed?
Yeah, like all the parties.
I don't know what kiss is.
Well, like made out with a girl.
Yeah.
Because we had this group of friends. We went to a magnet school, and it was like we had a real tight clique, and we would all just play like spin the bottle and all those games, Truth or Dare.
So you're 12.
Truth or Dare. I don't know, is that how old you are in 6th grade? Probably. I don't know. Let's put it this way. I had more life experience in 6th grade than I did in 7th through 11th grade. and then I probably, I definitely had a dry spell for several years in the middle there. And then maybe my junior year, I think.
Making out, though, that's pretty young. I think some people were making out in 6th grade when I was in it, but not me.
Yeah.
Did you make out in 6th grade, Luis?
My first kiss was actually freshman year of high school.
Oh, yeah.
And
innocent guy over here.
And it was Rob's name.
It was what?
Robbed. I mean, I wasn't like mouth
I
raped,
thought you said it was Rob.
It was Rob?
I thought it was a guy named Rob.
Rob Devane? Is that what you said?
You're experimenting. It's good.
No, wait,
whether you're gay or not.
I still don't know what you said. It was what?
It was robbed from me, my first kiss.
Why?
It wasn't like a weird mouth rape or something, but like it was in Mexico. Long story short, I was a very shy kid. There was a girl walking around. The tradition is girls walk in a circle one way, guys walk in a circle the other way. If you like someone, you buy them a rose, you go up, whatever.
Anyway, they were ahead of The Bachelor.
But this was an
First
off
they did the
day.
gay test. You're allowed to go into this. That's a different ring over there. Yeah.
But no, so that only happened Sundays. We were there like a Thursday, but there was still a girl walking around. She was dragging a baseball bat across the floor. And my dad's like, hey, go
Sexy.
talk to them.
Wait, what?
And so,
It's Mexico.
yeah, my dad's like, go talk to them.
Which,
I'm
by the
like,
way, if some of these jokes you're not getting, listen to older podcasts, by the way.
yeah.
Just-
Become a fan. I guarantee you Naughty Mermaid gets all these jokes.
But yeah, my dad's like, dude, go talk to them. I was like, well, I would if they weren't carrying a bat. And he was like,
He's like, no, that's the chicks you want.
no. So he calls them over and it's like, hey, muchachas. My kid here says he talked to you if you guys didn't have the bat. They're like, oh, and they threw it off. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, I was bluffing. I was not going to talk to her. So anyway, I'm forced to do a circle with her, essentially. And my Spanish was not good back then. And so I gave the best Spanish I could at the time, and that was ¿Tienes MySpace? Do you have a MySpace?
Yeah.
And she was like, ¿Qué es eso? What's that? I'm like, fuck.
You were like, MySpace.
That's how young he is, by the way.
Yeah.
MySpace.
I know.
I was like,
Trust me, I caught it.
But yeah, so
Tennis MySpace.
we got ice
I'm
cream,
relieved.
and she essentially made a bet with her friend. Like, if the friend kisses my cousin,
Yeah.
she'll kiss me.
Yeah. And then they hit you in the balls with
Oh,
the bat.
the old cousin swap.
You should move back to
Well-
Mexico. Your life seems better there.
So it's coming back to me now. My first like kiss, like making out, was
Yeah. What was this? Grease?
it was spin the bottle, and I think it was at a party at my house, and there was all these really cute girls who were in my little friend group, right? And I'm sure I had a huge crush on at least one of them, and I was like, please land on her, please land on her. And I spun, and it landed with this girl who I've been friends with since I was a little kid, who sweetest, greatest person on earth, but was definitely a chubbier girl, you know? And I was like, all right, well, I guess here comes my first kiss, and I was fine with it, whatever. But when we started making out, it was very apparent that she just ate a lot of Doritos.
Yeah.
There was a lot of Doritos in that kiss.
Hey, let me tell you something about
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you,
Not so bad.
Let me tell you something about your stories, Dave.
Yeah.
You've told several stories now where you don't have to say that the person is heavy or anything.
I think that's important.
No, you didn't, no, they could just have eaten Doritos. They could have been skinny and eaten Doritos. It would still be. Her being chubby didn't add anything to that story. I wasn't like, wow, it was in a lot of Doritos. Like, just the fact that you would have just kissed someone right after Doritos. But you do a little passive aggressive shit there. I mean, we don't know who this person is unless she's listening.
Is that rude of me?
You could have just said, I had to kiss this girl. And she just
I
ate
just
a lot
like
of Doritos.
details.
You're
I like
and
details
this
in
fucking
stories.
pig.
No, come on.
Doritos.
She's very beautiful.
Yeah. All right, let's ask him a couple more questions here.
You know what it
I'm
is?
doing pretty good, I think.
You know
I think
what
I got that one wrong. technically.
Wait, can I tell you? Let me psychoanalyze myself.
Yeah.
I think I do that subconsciously because I want kudos for being the guy who doesn't care.
Yeah. You told another story one time about the girl that had like some facial disfigurement.
Scarface.
But then you didn't know her name. Do you remember that? You're like, I wanted the credit because I was nice to her.
I know. In my brain, I think I'm being a hero. I have a hero complex, but I don't have the balls to go through firefighter school. And so I do that thing where in stories, I set in the process of making myself seem like a hero, I make myself sound like I'm fat shaming people.
Yeah. So I said, I'll kiss the fatty.
Yeah.
Big mistake.
And
She
you know
just
what,
ate
guys?
onions.
Doesn't matter to me at all. I'm proud of it.
All right, ask some more questions here. I think I'm doing pretty good.
I mean, I think this is, it feels like a dating thing, if anything. You're trying to get to know your spouse. So I feel like this is kind of on that thing. Do you guys remember the day you met? Or do you remember?
Oh.
You too.
I remember my earliest memory of you.
That does sound very romantic, though. You said my earliest memory of you.
I think I brought it up on this podcast before.
To me, I think I know when we met.
Okay, tell us that.
I think it was at the Miami Improv
Yeah.
at the bar, like
Okay.
on the.
You remember the moment.
Yeah, I remember it was on the bar, and it was like you introduced yourself because I would not have introduced myself to you.
That
would have
sounds
been
like
like,
me.
"Hi, I'm Forrest." It would have been like, "Hey, I'm Dave Williamson. Let's be friends." It was like almost like that. Yeah, and I was like, "Who is this guy? He's got so much confidence. It's annoying." I remember your confidence was just like, ugh.
I was probably
this
like,
fucking guy.
"Hey, man, great open mic, huh?
Yeah.
We're gonna be pals forever." And you're like,
Well, no, I remember you had a lot of confidence, and I was like, because when you first started out in comedy, looking back, there was people that I was like, wow, this guy's really good. And then as you progress in comedy, you're like, oh, that guy's not that good. He's a little bit crazy, whatever. Yeah. But if you have a little bit of confidence, it goes a long way. So you had so much confidence. I was like, this guy's a seasoned comic, whatever. And you had done some like improv shit in North Carolina or something.
Yeah,
like that.
I did 2 years of sketch comedy, and I was like so obsessed with it that I just wanted to do every show.
Yeah.
So then when I moved back to Miami and I got into stand up, I already had like I think the first thing you learn when you're doing stand up comedy, the writing doesn't even matter that much. You're just trying to learn how to be comfortable on stage, right? Stage presence. And then the writing kind of comes after that. For me, like I did
it the other way.
Yeah, for me, I already had the stage
like,
presence. I already had the confidence, but then I had to figure out how to write stand up material while everyone else was like freaking out. And there wasn't a lot of places to get up in Miami at the time, so we were only getting up like once a month or twice a month at the time. So it wasn't like we were getting reps.
It kind of progressed along.
It did after we started getting into it, and then we had a little crew. We started doing mics, and then like there was a scene, so the local club started doing open mic nights and whatever. But at first, it was like there was like a Wednesday open mic at the Improv. You could go do a contest at West Palm once a month. There wasn't a ton.
Yeah,
but that's fun. That's funny. That's definitely. So it was. I remember the first time I remember meeting you was there was I think it was a contest. I don't even think it was an open mic. I think it was a contest at Miami Improv, and we were both brand new to the scene. And my mom came out to watch me, and your hairdresser came out to watch you, and your hairdresser knew my mom.
My hairdresser,
or the person who cuts your hair.
Oh, Sharon? Was it her back then? She
Probably.
had like she's blonde hair.
So my mom was like, "Do you know Forrest?" And I was like, "Well, I saw him on the show tonight." And she's like, "Oh, he's friends with the person who cuts my hair." And I was like, "Well, we're gonna be best friends."
I don't even know this story, but yeah, it might have been Sharon. Maybe that's who. You have to confirm that with your mom.
It's a little late to call her right now, but
No, I didn't mean right this minute.
who knew we were gonna be sharing our lives together?
Let's edit that out.
Professional comics.
All right, let's do like one or two more questions and move on. It's clear that I know you. I think on my birthday you're gonna fail.
On your birthday, February 17th, I'm gonna do great.
That's it. Wait, see any more questions? He can't come up with any.
No, I'm maybe. What? Name as many of my jobs that I've had in my life as you can.
Jobs.
I'm gonna put the over under at. Can you name at least 4 jobs other than comedian that I've had?
Well, you sold cars.
Yep.
Did you work on cars at the dealership too?
Well, let's put all the dealership
cars
in the
out.
one,
All
right?
right.
The car dealership.
I know on this podcast you worked for Red Bull.
Yep.
Okay. I don't imagine you had any other jobs than Red Bull and selling cars.
I'm missing a really obvious one.
It's really obvious.
Yeah. Still dabble in it to this day.
Oh, what? Oh, yeah. Okay. It's a job that you might even have. You coach water polo.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got paid for that.
Yeah. That might be all of them, actually.
Yeah. I don't think you have any other jobs, right?
Yeah, that might be all of them.
So why'd you say over under 4? You sandbagged
I was trying to
it.
think. I was trying to think what the number that would be difficult to get to, but
Oh,
I've had 1 or 2 other random ones.
I'm gonna
in
put the
there.
over under at like 9 at my jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to do it right now? Just throw it out there.
Just see how many I can remember of yours.
Yeah.
Well, marine biologist.
Yep.
Professional gambler.
That was not a pro.
Oh, okay.
No.
Did you ever work for your buddy as a pool guy?
Nope.
Bartender.
Nope.
Wait, what?
Never
You totally
bartended.
worked in a bar.
No, I did not. You have a marine biologist, which everybody in the world knows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this isn't specific to our relationship. This is specific to me.
You came up with this question right now for yourself.
But I'm saying I'm bad. Like my buddy Harry, he worked for FP&L when he first graduated
I don't
college.
care about Harry.
And he's had like 3 jobs since then, and I still think he works for FP&L. So I'm just bad at
You've
knowing
gotten
people's
0
jobs.
besides marine biology.
Marine biologist.
No, yeah, okay. All right, well, we'll get back to it. How about this? I'll tell some stories as it progresses towards December and see if you can remember.
December, your birthday.
Yeah. Okay. All right, one more question, and then we have a lot of voicemails. We should get to those because we haven't responded to them in like 6 weeks because I've been gone. One more question. It's clear I know you.
What? All right, here we go. I'm going to ask a specific question.
Yeah.
What book?
Bo Jackson. Yeah.
No.
Mormon.
What book
Bible.
got me through college?
Got you through college?
Yeah. I'll give you want to give some context?
Was it a menu?
No. Yeah, Waffle House menu.
Yeah. Pizza Hut. What book got you through college?
It was required reading in college, and I referenced this to literally write every research paper I ever had to write ever in college.
Okay, so it was a research. You had the references for research papers. I don't even know what your fucking major was in college. That's what you. That's the questions you should have been asking.
Oh yeah, that would have been.
What was
question.
my major in college?
Yeah.
What's my favorite band?
Yeah. Okay.
Like that. Like where do I've always wanted to visit? These are the questions you ask. You're like, how far did I free dove? What book did you reference to get? I don't know. Guy Fieri's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. I don't know the answer to this one.
When I took, I majored in human resource management, and I minored in creative writing. And the reason why I minored in creative writing is in my great books class.
I already forgot what you majored in. Human resources?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay.
But it was all chicks. I was one of the only dudes in the whole major. Mm-hmm. And once you got into your major, it was all group work, and they were all good at taking notes. They were all good at
What's the book?
Wait, I'm getting there.
Okay.
And so I would just, at the beginning of every semester, I'd go, guys, I'll give the presentation at the end of the semester. And they're like, for real? Like, yeah. You guys do all the work. Fill me in at the end of the semester, and I will kick ass on this. So I didn't do any work. I just kicked ass on the presentation in the end, and I got a college degree. So I was taking great books, and we had to read the Odyssey. And so I read the Odyssey. And, wow, that's fucking... Oh, I'm picking this up right now.
You should drink more on the podcast. Really makes that on here.
Dirty Matt Benson, you're on the Mermen podcast with Forrest Shaw and Dave Williamson.
Holy shit, am I on something live?
Yeah, no, it's being recorded, so we could edit stuff out. But there's no way that I wasn't picking this phone call up during our podcast.
Well, shit.
Is it it's 12:30 on the East Coast in Charlotte, North Carolina. It's my old roommate in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Why did you call him Dirty Matt Benson?
That's a fact.
Oh.
That is a fact.
So we're doing quizzes. We're doing quizzes about see how well Forrest knows me, and he's doing okay. But I bet you.
What do you mean?
I've
done great. I've gotten almost all of them right, and there's been dumb questions.
Hold on.
Okay.
All right. Give me some
Yeah.
trivia.
Here you go, Matt. What's the deepest Dave has free dove, as he said. Free dove.
What's the deep? Wait, hold on.
Yeah. See how dumb these questions are?
All right, Matt, are you ready? We're going to do a friendship quiz, and we're going to see how you do better
you
than
want to
Forrest.
introduce who Matt is first?
Matt Benson graduated from the University of North Carolina, and then he and I, when I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina to do sketch comedy and chase my girlfriend, who's now my wife up there, he was friends with one of my best friends, Pat Powers, from high school. And so he needed a roommate, and I moved in with Matt. So me, Matt, and a guy named Brad Watson live together. Matt,
you know everybody's first and
yeah.
That's how you always say it. Pat Powers, Matt Benson, and Brad Watson.
All right. I don't talk to Matt very often.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if Matt remembers these things.
Yeah.
Matt.
Yes.
What was the name of my childhood friend who lived in our attic for a month?
Oh, Andy. Attic Andy.
Attic Andy.
What was the other nickname we had for him?
Fat Andy.
I thought Attic Andy, who was going to kill us all.
I would have also accepted Crazy Andy. I would have also accepted Crazy Andy.
Did you name him Attic Andy?
Crazy.
He literally lived in our attic.
Who named him Attic Andy?
It was pretty obvious.
Terrifying.
He just moved into our attic, which did not have insulation.
Why'd you let him live there?
I was trying to help a brother out.
Okay.
All right, Matt.
Yeah. No, he was terrifying.
Matt, what did me and Brad dress up as for Halloween?
None.
A joint costume. What did we dress up at the year that Spanish Will got thrown into prison?
Great question. And it was a donkey and like a cowboy.
What's the coffee?
It was definitely a donkey.
You mean the guy that picks beans in the commercials for the coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah, Juan Valdez. This is
oh my God!
This is adding to your appropriation.
Yeah, that was another racist costume I forgot about.
Yeah.
What?
He's a fictional character in a coffee commercial, I think, for Folger. I don't know.
Yeah.
for chock full of nuts, whatever, and he picks beans in Colombia.
Yeah,
So,
and our friend who we called Spanish Will because he looked like a conquistador.
Yeah.
He
And then, hey, Dave, we ended up in jail, remember?
Matt's hammered.
yeah, I know.
Matt, what was the name of our bar when we lived together in the we lived together in a house?
These are easy questions.
Yeah, the bloody vagina.
All right. We got to get to some voicemails.
Sorry.
All right,
Sorry,
this is
guys.
fun. That's all right.
No, Matt,
Matt, you
you've
just
been
called
great.
to say hi, buddy, because you're having drinks?
I really was just calling to say hi, but
Do you listen to
How
the
we
podcast,
doing?
Matt? Do you listen to the Mermen podcast?
I actually wasn't. This is random.
All right, Matt, last thing.
Does he listen to the podcast? We have a subscriber. He needs to subscribe, rate,
Matt, please subscribe to the Mermen podcast. Tell
rate.
your 2 drunk friends there.
Yeah, rate.
All right, Matt, this is really important. This is a story I want out there. The first time that I met you before we really knew each other, we didn't live together, right? And I was over at
Yeah.
your apartment with Pat, and I had passed
Pat
out.
Powers?
Yeah, I had passed out drunk at Pat's place, and then we walked over to your place, and we're all hanging out. What did I steal from your bathroom that I never lived down?
Vibrator.
You're right, you motherfucker. You deodorant stealing motherfucker.
He's still upset about it. Deodorant's like $8.
No, I'm not. Well, he left armpit hair in there.
Jesus.
How drunk are you, Dave?
I'm a little drunk. So I go over there. I just met Matt. We're hanging out, and I didn't have any deodorant because I had passed out on Pat's couch. And I go, we're gonna play cards and hang out and watch some football or something. And I go, Matt, do you have some deodorant I can borrow? And he goes, no, but you definitely smell. And I was like, yeah, I know. That's why I need deodorant. He's like, yeah, man, I only have roll-on, so I can't give you any. I just met you. And I go, that's cool, man. And then I went to use his bathroom, and I used his deodorant.
You did.
And
Yeah.
then we're hanging around, and Matt looks over at me and goes, you used my deodorant, didn't you, motherfucker? You don't smell bad anymore. I
No,
go, nah.
that's bullshit.
Oh, what
that's
happened?
bullshit, Dave.
Oh, what?
No, bullshit. Bullshit. You ran up to me and you threw your armpit in my face and you said, I used it. I used it.
I don't remember that, but I believe
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Now you're both gay.
That's the truth. You said, I used it.
All right. I love you, man. I'm going to finish up this podcast. I'm going to call you on my way home.
All right, brother.
Thanks.
Love you.
Hey, did you call me because you know it's my birthday?
Yeah, happy birthday.
Not even his
Later, bro.
birthday yet.
See, that's what
Not till
real
next
friends
week.
do, Forrest.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. I love you. I'm going to call you on the way home.
Yeah, he hung up. My favorite part of that story was like, I just met you. You can't use my deodorant. It's a roll-on. What a thing to say back there. Like, that would make us gay if you use it. Because your pheromones will get into my armpit, and then that's gay. Thing is, I forgot how dumb all your friends' names are. We got Pat Powers, Spanish Pete, and then we got
Spanish Will.
Yeah, Spanish Will.
Dude, Spanish Will. Spanish Will was such an alcoholic.
Spanish Will, Attic Andy, and then we had fucking Nora from Bablora. Whatever. They're all rhyming or alliteration or some shit.
We went to North Carolina has a great Halloween party every
Yeah, we
year.
got to get to the voicemails.
Okay.
Yeah,
My best costume was that I
dressed.
dressed up like Scuba Steve one year, and I made it by hand, toe to
That's
head.
your first costume that wasn't racist was Scuba Steve.
Yeah, no, it was super. No, it was Adam Sandler character.
All right, we haven't done voicemails in a long time.
All right, let's do
and we're running
voicemails.
out
All
of
right,
time.
I'm sorry. Sorry, it's my birthday. I just wanted to make this about me.
It's not your birthday. It's your birthday next week.
2 days.
Yeah, from maybe this podcast airing, but at the moment that we're recording this, yeah.
See, Matt's a good friend. He remembers a lot of stuff.
Yeah. Okay, Matt. What was the thing when I broke your arm? How did that happen? Of course, he's gonna remember that.
I was trying to lead you into the same kind of questions.
Ask him the last book he read that you read from cover to cover. That's
You're the
what-
one who said more general questions.
Yeah, that's what I want. Those aren't general. What you're asking.
General. But what makes a good podcast is the amazing stories we have about him stealing his.
But if you asked me the question and said, in Montana, what happened when I told that guy you were hitting on his girlfriend? Which, by the way, I just found out 3 episodes ago. That I just watched that clip back and I'm like, this motherfucker! I forgot.
I totally
fucked you. He set me up to get this fucking minor beat my ass in.
I totally fucked.
Yeah. I would remember that. I'll remember that the rest of my life. All right, let's do some voicemails. Thank you for being patient about your voicemails and text messages and stuff. We have, as Dave alluded to earlier, we have not been recording these for a long time, so there's a backlog.
These might be a little out of date. Like, who do you think's going to win the Kentucky Derby?
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
There we go.
Man, all right. So I found Forrest on, I don't know about.
That sounds like Matt right there that you just talked to.
It does.
Matt Benson?
Yeah, Dirty Matt. Okay, keep going.
DMB.
Yeah.
Found Forrest on, I don't know about that, with Jim Jeffries about a year ago.
This guy, radio DJ in the 70s?
I've listened to a couple of little tidbits of his comedy. Really love him. I found this when I ran out of Jim Jeffries material to eat up, and I literally just listened to you guys record that on the Elon Musk dad jokes episode, and decided I would call and tell you guys you're doing a great fucking job. And just hearing that you used the exact cut, man, bravo, Luis, for just taking that right out of the episode. You guys are fucking great. Forrest, I don't care how grumpy you are and how curmudgeon-y your voice is. I'm a very similar guy. Yeah. I get you, man. You guys keep doing the good fight. Have a good one.
He listened to our episode about the Elon Musk dad jokes.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I thought he was calling our podcast to compliment the Jim Jeffries podcast.
No, and then Louise cut it out, and then that was the joke.
What'd you cut out?
That joke, that thing that he liked. I don't know what he's referring to, but it's from this podcast.
Yeah. No.
So you did something production-wise that made him happy.
I guess so. I don't do a whole lot of work on
what happened was, on another podcast, he liked me so much, he transferred over to this podcast, which is great. Unlike, what you just did. You just had your drunk friend on there for 35 minutes.
He's a boomer.
He's not even subscribing to the podcast.
No, he definitely is.
Okay, Matt. Your ball's in your court, Matt. You've been on the podcast.
Come on, Dirty Matt Benson.
Rate. Comment.
All right.
Thank you. I didn't know what that guy's name was, but thanks for
strong voice.
Thanks for coming over.
Thanks for
his name was Zack.
Zack Attack.
Zack, thanks for being a Mermen podcast listener, subscriber. 5 stars.
Should we come up with a merman sound?
It's the conch shells.
Oh, okay.
What was that?
Like if you're underwater and you're like.
Wow, you're wasted.
A few whiskeys. I've had like 9 nights in a row where I've had events that I felt obligated drinking at. And then we're like, let's podcast at night. And I'm like, all right.
That's interesting you say that, because last night was the premiere of Burt Kreischer's movie.
It was. I drank. Machine.
I saw Jim Jeffries today. He was there with his wife.
Yeah.
I saw a lot of other comedians there. Yesterday, about an hour before you had to leave there, you said, hey, I should have gotten you tickets for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should ask me.
Fucking Pauly Shore was there.
Everybody was there.
I know.
There's so many people there. You could come.
I wasn't there and Pauly Shore was there?
You don't think, hey, bro, it doesn't matter who's there. You don't think you can call me and I'll try to get you tickets?
I didn't even know what's happening.
Look, I have to explain to you how friendship works.
I didn't know the fucking premiere was happening. I was out of the country. And then an hour before, you're like, man, I should have gotten you tickets. Well, anyways, I'll be at home.
I didn't get Pauly tickets, but I consider Pauly a friend. But Pauly doesn't know that I've free dove 80 feet.
I just used him as an example because, I thought that would be the best one to be like, fucking even Pauly Shore was there.
Well, Pauly Shore should be there. He's a pioneer in stand-up comedians. Trust me, there's better names you could have come up with.
Yeah, that was the joke. Was even Pauly Shore was there. He's not a pioneer in anything. A pioneer in his mom owning the Comedy Store.
Oh, stop.
All right.
Pauly had multiple movies when comedians weren't making good movies.
Okay. Next voicemail.
Next voicemail.
Hey, Forrest, Dave, and Luis. This is Zack from Massachusetts. I called in the other day. I told you guys I was working my way through the episodes. And I just heard the first episode with the phone number, so I wanted to call. I'm at the Cayman Island Ball Fondler episode.
Wait, hold on a second. Pause this. Are these out of order, Luis?
No.
Wait, so he called, doesn't remember he
It's the
called?
same guy, Zach?
He must have maybe, yeah, it's the same guy.
Oh, please tell me he forgot he already called us.
No, he starts with, I called in the other day. I told you guys I was working my way through.
Yeah.
So I don't know where he got the phone number from. I don't know if it's on one of your guys' bios on Instagram.
No.
I'm not smart enough to do that.
No, I didn't. I mean,
Well,
just type it in, but no, it's not.
Maybe it was on a story. Who knows? Maybe you've promoted it on IDCat.
totally.
I never promoted the number on IDCat. I promote the podcast. But
Guys, if you want to call in, our number 587 Mervert
347
347 Mervert.
You got the
Call
7
in.
this time. At least. All right, Zach. Well, somehow you called in already, but keep going. Thanks for being a loyal caller and listener.
So he said he's still working his way through, but he reached the episode where we first mentioned the number. So
All right, here we go.
I'm at the Cayman Island Ball Fondler episode,
Good episode.
and heard Richard playing with you fucks, calling in every couple hours, and I think I'm going to be your Massachusetts Richard.
Hey, we got a new
just calling to
Richard.
check in. I wanted to let you guys know if you're ever talking shit about Boston or anything in the surrounding, and you
Fuck
need some
Celtics.
local information, feel free to call me at
There we
any
go, Zach.
time. You can also reach out on the episode and tell me to leave you a phone number, email, or anything on the voicemail, and
All
I
right,
will.
settle
I
down.
just
We
don't
just
want all my
mentioned it.
information
Yeah,
out
it's
there.
a new
Too
relationship.
thirsty here, Zach.
Great show, guys. Keep it up. Love it.
Well,
blowing
Zach-
fucking that unsolicited shit out the water. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Have a good day, guys.
Yeah. That's our rival podcast that we haven't thought about in 6 months. Zach, since you brought it up, as of the recording of this podcast, the Miami Heat are up 3-2 on the Celtics. Sure, we've dropped 2 in a row, but I'm sure by the time this airs,
By the time this airs, it'll either be the day of Game 7, or we'll have already won.
or we'll have already, which is probably
Now,
what's
let me
gonna
tell you, the fine folks at Comedy Records, we could not do this podcast without them.
Comedy Records, if you want to see full episodes, watch it on their YouTube. Thanks for your support.
Tim, let's see if you know his last name now. You didn't know it before. Tim,
Oh,
yeah, from Comedy Records that we
Self.
started comedy with.
it's himself.
Tim, that's who you think is part of Comedy Records, and we did comedy at Bougainville's with?
Yeah.
Tim Self?
No, I know this. Tim England. Tim
Getting close.
Tim
Hey, Tim.
Tim Boston.
No, Tim Golden.
Tim Golden.
Jesus Christ.
I knew that.
He is from Boston.
It's been a long week.
And he is a diehard Celtics fan, and we've been going.
Oh, is he really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I thought they were both Raptors fans.
He lives in Toronto now, but he's from Boston. He loves the Celtics, and we kind of go at it on the. There's a text thread with me, him, and Barry. We go
vicious
Barry
text thread.
Barry doesn't do anything. He just sits there and watches me and Tim yell at each other in fun ways. Not yell at each other, but go back. He is like he said I jinxed it because I said we're gonna win the series no matter what. Which I don't. At no point have I been able to influence the outcome events with my fucking thoughts. It's because
You're not a real sports fan if you don't think that.
well, we're gonna win tomorrow night anyway. So, anyways, Zach, your Celtics suck, and the Panthers beat your Bruins, and I hope you're a sports fan. But hey, thanks for listening to the podcast.
Nothing makes me happier than Boston sports.
No,
Boston,
New York, is happier.
that's
When
true.
New York goes down, I'm way
but
happier.
at least New York has been like heartbroken for quite a while now.
Yeah, Boston had too much success.
Yeah, Boston. When I was growing up, Boston, their sports fans were I felt bad for them. They had no success, whatever. And then there was this one point, call it 2001-ish. I don't know.
Yeah, where they won everything. They won football, basketball.
Out of nowhere, it was
hockey,
like they got Tom Brady.
baseball. They broke the streak.
Hockey went great. Boston College was like good. I'm like, oh, they definitely made a deal with the devil. Boston College is good for a year.
They're like the person that won $2 billion in the lottery, but they don't know how to act. Like now that they won it, they're like,
you were
"Well,
happy for him, then you're like, fuck you, bro.
Suck my dick. I can't even do a Boston accent, but like, you fucking suck my Southie dick. I don't know how it fucking goes. But anyways, thanks for listening, Zach.
Zach, nice to meet you, buddy.
Yeah.
all right, here we go.
I bet the next one's from Zach.
Hey,
Wait, is that Zach?
Dave, Forrest, Luis. So this is Zack in Massachusetts again. I've made it.
He's like, why aren't they responding? We were out of town.
They
Zach.
play everybody else's on here. They're fucking Jesus.
was-
Are all of these from Zach?
So
Look, Zach. Okay, look.
Luis,
okay.
can I sleep on your couch tonight?
Yeah, but look, Zach. 10 minutes ago.
oh,
we
he
were,
wasn't joking.
we were. Oh, serious?
I just realized what a tall pour I just did.
10 minutes ago,
I'll be
Zach,
fine.
we were happy that you were calling in. We got a new caller, a new listener, a new subscriber. Then the second one, we're like, yeah, now third call. Are these spaced out?
I think it's just bad timing that he called when we were on hiatus.
Wait, how?
He was like, why aren't they responding to me?
How far apart are these calls?
The first one was April 18th.
Okay.
The second one was April 20th.
Yeah, okay.
This one is also April 20th.
Yeah,
7 hours. 7 hours later.
All right, we should call him right now.
Is that Zach?
Yo, I should text Dirty Matt Benson and be like, yo, call me and then give Zach's number.
Yeah. Just be talking to him. All right, Zach. Like we've given a rule on here. I forget. I'm sorry. Which of our two heavy callers? He messaged me and said, "Hey,
Tyler and Richard."
I know, but I think Tyler was saying, "Hey, have I earned you not skipping? I don't know, like 2 minutes of a call because I was putting limits on people's calls." Zach, what do you got? Let's hear. If there's a fourth fucking call from Zach, that's one.
To the Betting It All on Miss Pac-Man episode, and at the beginning of it,
you know what he's doing?
Talking about what
He's
gambling.
just like binging our episodes.
Yeah. So we're in his brain.
Right.
It's like, look, I gotta have Zach's back a little bit. When you binge something and you like get into that world,
You want to talk to somebody?
if there was actually a phone number, like if I'm binging Stranger Things and there's a phone number I could call to talk to the main actors,
Can
I
we
would
start
totally
a Reddit
do it.
thread? We should start a Reddit thread.
All right.
You know,
I think that means we have a good podcast if people are binging it, though.
this is the only way we could do it, right? We don't have a website. We don't have an Instagram. We would start like a Facebook group.
No.
But what do you think?
We need a forum.
Yeah.
Forum.
We need you to do that for us,
because we
Lewis.
can put Zach and Tyler and Richard in there. Nadia Mermen if she wants to dip her toe in there.
Well,
I don't know, it's
what
lot
if we
of
do a
guys.
Facebook page? They can all.
I just said that. A Facebook group.
Oh, did I miss that joke?
Just a group.
Dave also called me Lewis just now, so he's
do the sound effect.
which one?
Lewis
No.
Castillo.
No, the sound effect would have been Dave Williamson. That's what it would have been.
No, but he also has Lewis Castillo.
Which, by the way, during the playoffs, I've been watching it. It's cool that Michael be on. That's like our
Luis,
guy.
I don't watch the YouTube. Do you even put those in?
Those when they're deserved. And
That's your excuse for not using the really dope ass sound that we have. Yeah. Can you please start using some of that fucking awesome imaging that we got?
Lazy imaging.
Dave Williamson.
Thank you.
Dave is.
That's Michael Biamonte, the in-house voice of the Miami Heat. We got to say all this cool shit, and then we don't use it.
How long has this podcast been?
We're a little under an hour.
Yeah, this is a big shit show here. All right,
like 2 hours.
Yeah, let's keep going with the messages. Zach's third messages. Let's just get the cliff notes here. What's going on?
Gambling is to an addict. And I had something to share with you that I feel like you may really enjoy. I also, too, have had many problems gambling in my life, and I know that the best drug in the world is when you're losing really bad, and at the last minute you win. But Artie Lang, in one of his books, said it best. He said, gambling was great, but gambling sucked if it was for $100. Gambling's only fun when you bet 20 grand, mortgage is due tomorrow, and you only have $18,000 in the bank. That is the definition of a gambling addict. Again, this is Zack in Massachusetts. Y'all have a good night.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a better podcast host than we are.
Yeah, I'll give you this, Zach. You're
really
in and you're out on the fucking voicemails. We like that. Yeah, you're not rambling on. We like that. I do agree with the gambling thing. I don't think that means it's good, but that is definitely compulsive gambling. What you just described.
Dude, Zach's like a 1980s FM radio host. He's like, keep your dreams shooting up to the stars. This is Zach signing off till next time. The Wolfman.
They call it the ramp. You know, you talk over the ramp of the music before they start singing, and he's kind of like, "This is Casey Kasem. This is Zack Kasem." Back in 1985, there was a man that had a gambling problem.
If you want to talk Boston,
more than a feeling. All right, next one. If it's Zach, I'm gonna throw this fucking thing at you. You better check and see.
Hey guys, Zack from Massachusetts again.
It's the same night, right? It's the same night. All
this
these
is
Zach.
6 hours
This
later.
is 2 days later.
All of these Zach.
God damn it, Zach.
So look,
All of these Zach.
I want to hear all the Zach.
So right before we started recording this episode, I was like, "Hey guys, we have a lot of voicemails. I actually haven't looked through them.
Yeah.
So while you guys are podcasting, I'm gonna just go through them.
Yeah.
I realize of the 12, 8 of them are his.
Oh, we're gonna go through all 8 right now. We're gonna go through all 8.
Yeah, we're gonna lose some listeners.
Can you tell me how excited? Can I tell you how excited I was? You go, we have 12. They're about. I'm like, oh man, the listeners missed us.
That's kind of sad. Yeah.
One guy, and I guarantee of the 3 of the 4 are Tyler and Richard of the other ones.
You'll find out.
All right, let's go with Zach. Let's get to the Zach one.
This one's kind of nice. I mean,
I love Zach so far. He's a polished caller.
Here we go.
I just caught up
I finished How to Be a Poppy. And I actually wanted to mention to you, Forrest, I am a Patreon member of the I Don't Know About That. So I just heard the most recent after show episode. And I got a few things for each and every one of you here. First of all, Luis, you're probably the funniest one on the podcast. You should talk a little bit more.
Wrong.
Honestly, man.
Wrong.
Every time you say something, I laugh harder than anything Dave says.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
Dave,
Wow.
I like you. You're good. Funny guy. What does it say? Tragically average. But I'm pretty sure I could be.
Pause a second.
Happy birthday, Dave.
Right before this call started, he goes,
I was just sticking up for you,
he goes,
Zach.
I like Zach.
Whoa, you had an ally, and now you have a nemesis, Zach.
Wow, there's
Tragically average.
There's 25 more calls.
I've never been more insulted since a average comedian one time years ago called me Mayonnaise Dave. Okay, that
Who called you Mayonnaise Dave? I don't remember now. I thought that was just on our thread.
particular dude from Florida has got some psychological issues. Who?
Oh, that's who did it?
Yeah.
I thought we did it in the thread.
Why did this guy just attack me?
Well, let's just keep listening. I don't know. Maybe he's got something to say.
I don't know, Mayonnaise Dave. Let's see what's up.
The fuck?
Listen to the rest. Oh, Hellman's.
I'm the wild card. What are you talking about?
Successful stand-up comedian if my family had enough money for me to never have to work again. Boom.
Wait, what
But
happened?
one idea for
I missed something?
He's saying that he could that I'm average and he could also be a successful stand-up comedian.
So I'm pretty sure I could be a successful stand-up comedian.
He's saying that the only reason why I've had success is because my family has money. Well, we're poor, Zach. How do you feel now? How do you feel now?
Keep going.
I hope he's watching this because if not, you're just staring into the souls.
yeah.
Looking into his soul.
I don't think he watches. I think he listens.
Oh, I fucking hate Zach.
Never been a quicker turnaround.
What a
You're like, I like this guy. He's got he's sick.
man!
He's got
This
something
guy
to say. Good
doesn't.
color.
This guy doesn't get it.
Top collar.
There we go.
Sounds like Louise.
segment, guys. I was looking into some of the stuff going on in Florida with wildlife. I know you're both water guys. Why not a conservation report? Maybe once an episode, every couple episodes, something going on in the world, endangered species or something encroaching, or doesn't have to stay in Florida. You guys are in LA. There's a lot of stuff going on in LA and Mexico. One to start with are these little tiny porpoises in Mexico right now that are being outfished. Given your penchant for marine mammals, I figured you'd really like that one for us.
All right, Zach. Yeah, we're so boring and average, and you want us to just talk about little baby dolphins that are. You know what, Zach? You can go fuck yourself.
They're not baby dolphins. That's the species that they
Mini
are.
dolphins?
They exist in what is the Sea of Cortez, which they don't like to say in Mexico, but there is a documentary that if you want to watch, I saw it on Delta.
Oh, well, that should be funnier and exciting.
Yeah, and
documentary, Zach.
They're almost all dead. They caught one and they were going to put it in a pen to try and keep
Everything
it alive.
Luis does is funnier than anything I've ever heard in my life. But Dave is only a professional comedian because, you know, he's got a little bit of money in his will that he's going to inherit 30 years from now. It's my birthday, Zach. It's my birthday.
Yeah, you're spilling shit. All right. How many more calls from Zach?
I want to hear them all. I want to burn them. See, this is why Boston people suck. And just because of this, the Miami Heat are going to beat the Celtics in Game 6.
All right. Go, Jimmy Buckets.
I
Jimmy
spilled.
Buckets. It's pink.
Again, Dave, just giving you a shit. Love you, buddy. Richard and...
We're cool. We're cool. I love you too, Zach. You're good, man. Thanks for listening to the podcast. You're cool.
Anyways,
It's cool, man. I'm sorry. I got carried away. I see, me and Zach have chemistry. I knew the bit was coming. Yeah.
All right.
Zach,
the drunk kid in Alabama.
Yeah.
I'm coming for you. Have a good one, guys.
Matt Benson's calling again, by the way.
Matt Benson.
What's up?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, nothing. So listen, I gotta get these people out of my house.
All right, you need help?
Yeah, these people, they suck.
Wait, is one of them named Zach?
Yeah, no, one is named Mike, and one is named Faye McFag.
Okay. Is this a cry for help?
Yes, it's a cry for help.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a dude named Zack who lives in Boston?
No, I have not. Should I have?
If I asked you to take him out, would you?
Why are we whispering?
Hey, I'll call you back, all right?
All right.
Hey.
He doesn't even know he was on the podcast there.
Matt, still drunk.
Still drunker. You're slurring a lot more there. Thanks for listening, Matt. Rate, subscribe, comment. All right, the 10th call, 5th call, 6th call from Zack.
We want to listen to all of them?
I mean, you
might as well run through them now.
You tell me. Are they all short?
None of them are.
No, keep going. Keep going.
Really?
Yeah.
I think this is what the listeners
I'm
want?
invested into Zack now.
Okay. It's like we're binging his
Hey guys,
calls.
Zach from Massachusetts. I know I just called a minute ago. Two questions I had. I forgot to ask.
Dave, we're cool, right? We're cool, right, Dave?
I know. I just called a minute ago. I think Zack does a lot of cocaine.
It was actually 4 minutes after the last one.
I was thinking about what I said, and I mean, Dave, I actually listened to your last special, 4 minutes. Pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the stuff about you and your family. I like it. Go Bruins.
Because I was trying to keep it under a minute that I failed at drastically. But quickly for Luis, I was wondering why you left the IDCAP podcast. I did just notice that on the past episode. Wasn't sure if there was a reason. I love you on there, honestly. I'm going to probably start listening to Unsolicited. I do love you and Jack. I think Kelly is a great combo to that. And one question for Forrest.
Wait, he thinks you're Tommy Caprio? Because you're not on the Unsolicited.
I mean, I've been on like 3 episodes, but I don't know.
Nah. By the way, do you know how pissed Richard and Tyler are right now that we've given all this fucking love? They're saying that this is some bullshit.
Is that the Unsolicited podcast people?
Richard and Tyler?
Yeah.
No, the people that call our podcast.
Oh, Richard and Tyler.
Yeah, that we're giving Zach all this shit. Yeah. Anyways.
Well, Richard and Tyler are OGs.
Jim? It's kind of weird, but I know Jim has dual citizenship. I assume his wife does. I was wondering if I don't know about that. You guys might want to possibly answer if his kids have 3 citizenships. Just a cool fact I thought about.
Okay, all right.
Also,
Zach.
I have no social media because fuck that shit. So that's why I'm going to call you all the fucking time.
Cool.
Yeah. Is he trying to steal their identity right now? So the kids have how many citizenship?
I was wondering if you could give me personal information.
Yeah.
Could you just take a photo of their passports and send it to me?
Do you know what Jim Jeffrey's bank account number is? Because I thought that'd be cool to have and just share around there. If you can give me that the routing number, awesome.
This guy. And by the way, he's found a loophole because normally we encourage people to call in drunk, and he's definitely calling in just like on speed.
Also,
he doesn't seem like a drinker.
We're not answering any questions about that. I don't know about that podcast. I'm sorry. If you want to get on social media, you can hit me up or Luis up, but we're not answering. This is the Mermen. We're not hijacking.
Play the next one that was 6 minutes later.
Yeah. Okay. This I called 30 seconds ahead of this one. I went back in time. Anyways.
Here we go. Guys, I just discovered your number.
Hey guys, this is Zach from Massachusetts. About halfway through the Cinco de Mayo episode. Just dropped this afternoon, I believe. But I wanted to address the actual Cinco de Mayo. I feel like you guys didn't really give Luis the chance to explain what he probably researched the night before. Cinco de Mayo is an American holiday. The only place in Mexico that celebrates it, I believe, is Puebla. It was part of the revolution.
That's in Massachusetts.
They stopped the Civil War, rather. They stopped the British from coming up through Mexico to attack us on the backside long enough for the French to come and reinforce us. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. And basically saved our independence. It was a huge thing, and no one even knows, and we just drink margaritas and make fun of Mexicans on that day. But I do agree that it is probably not cultural appropriation to wear a sombrero, as long as you're not making a Speedy Gonzalez accent and talking shit to Mexicans. So
Nobody did that.
keep on the good work, guys. Enjoy the podcast. I hope you guys start doing the phone calls again, because I've left you a lot of messages.
What?
Have a good one.
We didn't notice.
Well, you're going to enjoy this episode, Zach.
Zach.
Okay, I'll tell you this right now, just so Richard and Tyler and anyone else that's going to call in, and please, other people call in, please. Please. Zach, we will not play 8 of your calls in a row again. We probably won't even play 2 of your calls in a row again. So make the calls good.
Yeah, you got half a call.
We appreciate you listening and being a fan of the podcast, even if Dave is average. But
he was just busting my balls. He said we're friends.
Yeah. All right. How many more calls?
Of him, 2.
Oh my God.
We're gonna get through all of them. At this point, we're all in.
I know. We're gonna just clean the plate, right? Yeah. Get all the.
I'm hoping he says
Get the
something nice
bread
about me.
and sop up the sauce. Yeah.
Hey guys, Zack from Massachusetts again. Just wanted to say I listened to the new episode this week, and I gotta say I absolutely loved all the shark talk. Forrest, the little thing about me is, up until about high school, my life's ambition was to be a marine biologist. Then I found drugs, so that screwed that up. But
guess what? I found drugs
you're
and was
slowly
a marine
becoming my
biologist.
spirit animal with all these marine biology stories. I really love it.
Dave's still
Other
average.
thing, Luis, what the fuck, man? Put me on the show. I've complimented you. I even listened to 10 episodes of that god-awful unsolicited shit. Put me on an episode.
Wait.
Or say hi.
With 10 episodes
All
of
right,
what?
guys.
Which one's
Unsolicited.
okay, first of all, he thinks you're Tommy Caprio, I guess. But now we know why he said
No. He knows that we're rivals with Unsolicited. So
Yeah, I
he
think
said
so.
he said you were the funniest, so that you'd put him on the air. That's what he did at first.
Probably, yeah. That
he's
makes
sucking
sense.
up to
That
you.
makes sense now.
He thinks you control this podcast.
Even I didn't believe it. Now it makes sense.
Yeah. Zach, you're on the fucking air.
You know, drunk guy and Australian guy. I'd like to hear them again, too, but I don't know if they're still leaving messages. Have a good one, guys.
I thought you just spilled everything.
Wait, he just called out Tyler and Richard.
Oh, shit.
And he didn't have the respect to say their names. He said drunk guy and Australian guy.
Yeah.
That's Tyler and Richard.
Drunk
GT.
guy and Australian guy. This is meth guy from Boston.
This is drug guy who couldn't achieve his dreams but shit on Dave, who actually achieved his but came up with an excuse.
Dumping a bottle of scotch into a...
This is what success
he
looks
just
like.
was dumping that into his glass. All right, are we done with Zach? Zach, thank you. Zach,
One more. Last
One
one.
more. Here we go.
I mean, like, to be fair, these are, I mean, aside from the 2 in a row, it's like he's doing it just once a week, you know? So if we're up to date.
Okay.
This is what happened. This is what happened.
Even your cat's tired.
He did not realize that we had all these episodes banked. And he's just like, why aren't they fucking playing my
He
messages?
called it the worst time.
Yeah.
If he was listening, he'd hear that we were on, I don't know.
Well, he wasn't caught up yet.
Okay. This is going to be, hey, I just found out. All right, let's see if that's what it is. That's my break.
Hey, guys. This is Zack from Massachusetts again. This is for Forrest. I was just listening to the ID Cat Patreon,
Hey.
and I was screaming at my radio. It's not the Hawaiian Islands. Well, it is the Hawaiian Islands, but it's Hawaii, the state.
I started
in
Hawaiian
the United
shows.
States. That's why there's no the. No one answered the question, and it was burning me, so I had to tell you. Also, one of my other messages, I said something about the citizenship. It was just a weird question. I was really fucking stoned, so you can disregard that.
This is a drug guy.
Yeah.
He is a drug guy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not a drunk.
You heard
I
it.
recognize drunk. He is a drug guy.
All right, and that concludes
All right,
Zach from Massachusetts podcast.
Luis,
I mean-
put me in an episode, man. Come on.
You are an episode, bro.
Jesus Christ. We've had so many people the only person listening to this episode right now still is Zach. And Zach's mom or something like that. He's like, Mom, check
It's
it
my
out.
birthday.
All right, let's finish up with the rest of these and then we're all caught up. Not Zach now, right?
Nope.
Good morning, sailors. This is Sawville John from Arizona, home of the Cactus Red. I got a little news on my
Wait
front.
a
I'm
minute.
thinking about
I couldn't hear any of that.
Wait. Something is
Cactus John
no,
from
no,
the
no,
Red-
no. John from Arizona, home of the cactus wren. It's a bird. I'm pretty sure that's what he said, right?
Yeah, we'll start it again.
But a cactus wren. A wren is a W-R-E-N is a bird.
Yeah, a Muppet.
But I think he's called in before. I know
Yeah,
this guy.
yeah.
He's a semi-regular.
Okay, all right.
This is something.
Sorry, it's been a
John
while.
from Arizona. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Cactus Red and John.
Yeah.
Starting them up.
Good morning, sailors. This is Salisbury John from Arizona, home of the Cactus Red. I got a little news on my front. I was thinking about joining a community orchestra or a string quartet. I played the viola for like about 15 years now, and I can make a good racket on a trumpet. Play and read a little bit of treble.
Wait, can you pause it for a second?
But anyway,
What is a quartet? What?
Terrible phone. Again, we have too many callers calling with terrible phone.
Get a fucking Wi-Fi connection and take it off speaker.
He sounds like he's like behind the glass at a bank. And you're talking to him. He's like,
yeah,
hey,
man.
you got to fill out that deposit. Go down there.
If you're into music and you have a string quartet, maybe learn something about acoustics.
Yeah, burn. Viola. He wants to play a viola. Okay. He wants to play a viola?
He's played it for 15 years now.
Can we listen to the Zack calls again? All right, keep going.
How long is this?
John from Arizona.
But anyways, that got me thinking, can any of you three sea dogs play an instrument?
Oh.
Dave, I could see you plucking on a banjo on an Alabama porch.
Wait, is that me?
Yeah, you're clucking a banjo.
I'm a fucking, I'm from Deliverance.
I like that he called us sea dogs. That's pretty good.
Oh, sea dogs. I like that.
Seamen find clear waters and favorable winds wherever you roam.
Hey.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. Can I tell you something? Terrible as that audio is, that's a good caller. Brought up a good question. Came up with good nicknames. Had little catchphrases in and out that were nautical themed.
Didn't disrespect you.
Didn't disrespect me or call me mayonnaise.
He also gave us a fact, the cactus wren.
Yeah.
In Arizona.
That's a great call right there. So I played the alto sax in middle school. Terrible decision because my best friend in the world, Chandler Weber, was a world-class
Chandler Weber.
Yep, sax player. And so I was just trying to but I could have never, becoming one seat was never a thing because he was like.
Do you still play an instrument at all?
I tried to learn how to play guitar. I gave up.
So no.
No.
I played clarinet.
I owned 3 books about harmonica.
Yeah.
Wait, you played the clarinet?
When I was little.
Like, define little.
Like in elementary school, I played clarinet.
All right. Well, I played the sizzle sticks in elementary school. What?
Oh, those ones like a...
We all did something in middle school.
Well, I think clarinet's better than that. But then I used to play guitar a lot. Then I stopped. Then I bought a guitar again. And I still play guitar.
My oldest son learned how to play guitar, and if I can give you any advice in the world, I go, stick with guitar.
Yeah.
If you have basic knowledge on guitar, it adds so much quality to your life. If you're at a bonfire or you're at a party or if you're just anywhere, you just pull out an acoustic guitar and just at least know 3 chords to play fucking some simple sing-along, you're the man.
I'll bring in my guitar and play a song.
Hey, I would love that.
I can play a lot of Pink Floyd.
I'll bring my harmonica.
Dude, one time I was in the Future Business Leaders of America club in high school.
I was in the Future Business Leaders of America. It was the best. I used to practice my signature.
This is my story.
Oh,
yeah. Anyways,
the Future Business of America.
Yeah,
I love that shit.
Still my story.
I would practice signing paychecks.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah. Anyways, I didn't want to be in this club. It was stupid.
I loved it.
I
thought it was such an important thing that I was in this club. Go ahead.
And I did it. My friend Charlie Joseph was in it. You know his brother Brian.
Yeah, he went on to own a pool company.
Brian did.
Yeah.
He doesn't anymore. He lives on the west coast of Florida and works for a mortgage company. But yeah, he owned a pool company. Anyways, Charlie Joseph and I were in it, and Charlie Joseph played a little bit of harmonica as well. And then there was one Christmas that we were, for some reason, going to an old folks home to cheer them up at Christmas or something as a thing. And then the woman, the teacher that was like in charge of the group said, does anyone know how to play any music? And he goes, yeah, I can play a harmonica and Forrest can play guitar. I can play blues. Like
17 old people killed themselves.
The only thing I can't play, I can play that's not like an actual song would be like ding 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 ding. I was born, like that.
Yeah.
And Charlie can barely play harmonica. But there we were at the fucking old folks home on Coral Way Drive. I forget what it was. And I'm just playing blues chord progression, and he's wailing away on a harmonica like shit. Like, we did it for 3 different rooms, and I'm like, this is fucking terrible.
Well, these people want to die.
Yeah, for all those stories you see when you're like, yeah, so-and-so went to the children's hospital. There's about 12 other stories of some 2 douchebags fucking Not bring it. All right, next
All
call.
right, next call.
Got to get over this.
Hello there, Luis, Dave, and Forrest. My name is Andrew, and I'm originally from Louisville.
Hold on. Pause.
Now I live in Cloverdale, Indiana.
Is this a new caller?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
Hey.
Zack and Andrew.
I was just in Louisville. Why didn't you come out to see me?
Well, maybe he's about to say he did.
Now I live in Cloverdale, Indiana,
Oh,
which some folks here like to call it Clover-tucky,
Never heard
which
of it.
sometimes gives me a little chuckle. Anyway, my cousin turned me on to the podcast some weeks back, and I have to say I find it to be positively delightful. The most interesting thing that I've learned is that some penises can be prehensile. I would like to know more about that, actually. I told my wife that, and she didn't believe me, but I used the Google to show her that I was right. I also like hearing your stories about Florida.
Can you pause this for a second? If this guy isn't doing an impression, this is the greatest voice I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
I would. It's positively and indubitably.
No,
yeah.
I've been.
That's great. I'm not making fun of your accent. I think this accent is great.
For the record, I spent a lot of time on the Kentucky, Indiana state line. And,
What are you talking about? You spent a lot of time on the state line. What do you mean on the state line? You spent
brother,
time?
that is a special place in the universe.
I don't know. Why were you spending time on the state line?
Well, because my in-laws lived about an hour from there, and then I worked Louisville a lot, and then there's a place called Christmas. It's a town called Christmas on the Louisville, Indiana state line. They have a water park, and I've just done random shit around that
I think
area.
it's the way Andy talks too, though. I told my wife, and then we.
No, he's a unique guy.
I like
but
this. You
also,
should tell stories. You should like get into a thing where you read like audiobooks.
His cadence is unique, but I will say this. Yes, I would go, this guy's making up but since he said Kentucky Indiana line, I go, nothing surprises me.
All right. Just so everybody knows out there listening, that we will not do this many voicemail this long.
No,
ever
but
again.
I'm having a blast.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt Benson calling back. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Finish this.
I've been there, but I hope to visit one day.
Florida.
Finally, I'd like to say that I think Dave and I would be good friends because I think he and I have a similar perspective and worldview.
Yeah.
Hope to catch you boys next time you are in Indianapolis. Long live the Bob and Tom Show, and go Hoosiers!
Hey,
sounded fake at the end.
Yeah.
Go Hoosiers!
What date did that guy call in?
May 15th.
Literally was just in Indianapolis for 2 nights. Would have loved to have you.
Maybe he was there. Maybe the next call's him. Just saw Dave. On second thought,
I changed my mind.
Mediocre.
Not good friends.
Kind of average, if you ask me.
I know you haven't played these voicemails yet, but that dude from Boston was right.
Yeah, I spoke to Zack, and I agree wholeheartedly.
Very average.
I like that we got new callers, and you didn't ask any questions, but still.
Well, I work that area often, so please follow me on Instagram, Dave W Comedy, so that you can see when I come there. Please buy tickets.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it's Richard from Australia.
Hey!
It's Thursday night. I'm drunk.
Yes.
That's okay. I've got to work tomorrow because I don't work. Anyway, listen to your podcast earlier on in April when you told me coming out to Australia. I've got a plan. You, me, you guys and me, I'll get a Winnebago. I'll meet you in Perth. We'll drive across Australia, do some really awesome shit, go see some good sights.
Uh-huh.
I'll pay for the Winnebago. It'll be something like the, what is it? Deliverance. Something like...
Just lost me.
Yeah.
Wolf Creek.
Where everyone dies.
A bit like...
You ass rape us.
What's the other one where they... Not Deliverance. Deer Hunter. Yeah, all those. And
Deer Hunter.
He was good eyes.
People go crazy.
Like that.
Christopher Walken, they have to go back and rescue him. He's playing Russian roulette.
I was so on board before you brought up the 2 most horrific movies ever. Well, Richard, you were doing so good. I was going to agree to some shit that I would never agree to. And then you brought up ass rape.
People that don't know, Deliverance is a movie where 4 guys get together and go
for a hunting trip, and they all got ass.
No,
raped.
they're going down a river for the last time because they're going to dam it up. And the locals they stop them and they have butt sex with them and then they're fighting each other, they're killing each other, and it's terrible.
Yeah.
Then the Deer Hunter is just a bunch of guys that all grew up in some fucking impoverished like industrial town, and they all fucking enlist in the army together, and they die. And Christopher Walken loses his fucking mind. He's playing Russian roulette, and
The Mermen Australia tour. We'll see you 2024. Richard, set it up.
Yeah, we're still working on that.
It's in the works. Banjo.
It's in the works, Australia. So,
bit like that. We'll cruise across Australia, have a really good time. We do all of the comedy festivals you want to do. And then after that, we can go camping in the bush.
And then podcast is over because you're both murdered. Murder.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What have we done?
I'm going to put a little bit of Dave's dry rub on you and pee over spit.
It's going to eat us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good
to hear your voice, Richard, after we heard 85 Zack calls. Really.
Yeah, you're a breath of fresh air.
Good palate cleanser.
There's still a little bit more.
Sorry, Richard.
We can go camping in the bush.
Yeah, we heard that.
Yeah.
The four of us. I see a good time coming. Anyway, boys, love your work. Take care. Tyler, you and me, mate, we got to do this podcast. Mermen rock. And by the way, I did do a picture of the Mermen symbol at Bert's show in Adelaide.
Oh, yeah.
Bye.
I saw that. Yeah. He held up like a little picture of the...
So Bert just did a tour through Australia, and Richard went to one of the shows, and he brought a poster board of the Mermen logo, and he took photos with different people working the venue all around, and he showed it off. And thank you, Richard, for spreading the Merman
Adelaide in South Australia.
Thanks for spreading the Merman word and then offering to rape and murder us on a road trip.
Adelaide. All right. Are there any more?
One more of the night.
Is that a new one?
Last
new
one.
person?
No.
Tyler.
Please be Tyler.
Gotta be Tyler.
Please be Tyler.
I tell you what, Tyler and Rich are going to do a podcast, and it's going to be huge.
Way better than ours. Way better.
It's going to be the next Joe Rogan podcast.
Way better than ours.
Yeah.
Hey, you Fox, Forrest, Dave, Louise. This is Blind John. I'm drunk as shit, and it's like 7:30 in the morning.
Sacramento guy?
Wait, Blind John?
Yeah,
Blind John, yeah.
That's the guy in Sacramento, right?
Shit.
Yeah.
7:30 a.m.
He's drunk as fuck at 7:30.
Yeah, it might be nighttime. You don't know.
Attaboy. No, I think he said in the morning.
No,
Right?
I know he's blind. That was a joke, Dave.
He got confused. 7:30. The braille clock doesn't say PM or AM.
It was the joke. Yeah. Blind John.
This isn't a new phone number. You need to change your message.
Why?
I mean, if you're going to stay hip to the times and get with the times.
Luis, what kind of lame message you have for us?
I think maybe we say like, hey, this is our new number. Maybe we got updated.
Oh, man. Fucking get on it, Luis.
No, we are the ones that recorded it.
Oh.
Luis recorded it, but it's our voices. You think it's Luis on there?
Yeah, well, I mean, he manages it.
Barely. I didn't know we had a caller that called in 8 times.
Yeah. Luis took it off the 6 weeks. He took off. All right. All right, Blind John, what do you got for us?
Last episode was fucking hilarious. Please record all of your episodes from now on in the evening.
Hey.
You're going to be happy about this one.
Wish granted.
All right, that wraps it up.
This is what happened.
That was it? That was it?
For voicemails, yeah.
Wait, that was the end of the... He didn't say goodbye. He just goes, do more drunk podcasts. And
It's
he left.
7:30 a.m. He's got to go to bed, dude. He's tired.
He just said, all right.
Anyways, peace out.
Cheers, buddy. Glad to have you back.
Yeah.
Glad you had a good trip.
I'm leaving again.
Where are you going?
No, just again a joke. 'Cause, it's not fun.
Happy birthday to me. Luis, can you drive us home?
I'm fine. There was a text message?
Yeah, but it asked a question. I don't know if we should save it for the next one.
How much time are we in?
We're an hour and a half.
Wrap it up.
Yeah,
we'll do that. We'll do the text
save
message
it,
next
save it,
episode.
Save it. Save it.
Wow, what a episode!
Well, it was good. We're back. We're back,
Did
baby.
about 45 minutes of text or voicemails.
I gotta go on the road to call back Matt Benson.
What?
What? What the fuck?
What did you say?
Was it bad?
I gotta go to the road so I can call Matt Benson.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't have to go on the road for that. You can do it from the seat you're in as soon as we stop.
I think it'll help me focus.
Do you want to promote anything, Dave?
I got a lot of shows coming up. Please subscribe to the Mermen podcast.
Jesus.
Do you have asthma? Okay. All right, I'll say thanks again to the Naughty Mermaid for our
Naughty Mermaid, very sweet package she sent us.
Yeti,
Very sweet
stuff. I thank you so much. I've been enjoying drinking out of this episode. Forrest.net. I got shows coming up in Montreal at the Comedy Nest. I've got a show in that same weekend.
Matt Benson's calling.
He is calling me. Yeah, I'm not picking up yet. We're ending the fucking podcast.
Hurry up.
I'm promoting my shit.
Go, hurry.
The Philly Punchline, July 9th. Come out to that. I got a bunch of other shows like around the San Diego area.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Nothing, man. What's going on?
I just want you to come out and see me at the Chicago Improv at the end of this. At the end of June, beginning of July. Or I'm going to be in Boise or Grand Rapids. I got a lot of shows coming up, man. Please see me at davewilliamson.com or follow me at Dave W Comedy. Go see a show. Go see Forrest Shaw. Forrest, where are you going to be?
No, I understand. Are you making fun of me and my buddies?
Never.
Come on, man. Never. I got a hot pocket.
All right. Anyways, let's go to forshot.net. There's stuff on there.
Oh my God. Wait. I can't even hear.
Subscribe and rate.
I got an idea. Go fuck yourself. Why is it all quiet? I'll say go fuck yourself.
For they are the mermaids.